What's up, fans of A.C.B.A, and welcome to another episode of A.C.B.A Saturdays. On today's episode, Boog Nice kicks it off with his very own bump segment, Rectangular wraps up his interview series, Billy Maru gives us a pretty cool tour of a pretty nice spot. Speaking of tours, we got a whole bunch of clips from community members showing off their very own digs, and I go ahead and wrap up the episode with a little bit of an unorthodox true run. All of this and much, much more on today's episode of A.C.B.A Saturdays.
Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. This is Boog Nice coming at you with this month's bump segment. This is a segment where we highlight some of the best picks that have come from the A.C.B.A Facebook group. Usually I start off with some of the Sunday specials that were featured on Instagram, and it's been a little while since we've done this segment, so I'm going to be highlighting things from January and February, maybe a couple of things from right at the beginning of this month in March. So this was the A.C.B.A Sunday special for January 3rd, 2016, right at the top of the year, and this is a pick from my man Mike Wang, aka Beast Mode, on Instagram. That is _ BEASTMOD and then a number 3 and another underscore. So big shout out to Mike. This picture was phenomenal. Got a ton of love in the group, got a ton of love on Instagram. He's got Kylo Ren stopping a laser blast. This is a play on a scene from the opening moments of the Force Awakens movie. He's got the Tamashi effects and the computer screen background. Excellent, excellent work. Up next, we're looking at the Instagram Sunday special for January 10th, 2016. Obviously, like I've mentioned, this photo originated in the A.C.B.A Facebook group and then graduated to Instagram as the Sunday special feature. But this is a shot here from my man Rich, aka El Sinestro. That's EL_Sinestro. And this shot was great. He's got the GTP Toys Space Walls you see back there, which is a really great product. We've talked about this on the A.C.B.A podcast, and he just got them lit from behind. But it seems like a really emotional scene, and you can see just kind of Vader kind of like looks like he's going through the motions, going through something, the way El Sinestro has imposed here. And it's a fairly simple scene, but the lighting and the look of it is just phenomenal. It just came out really, really good. And you know, it's framed nicely, great lighting, and this was a really, really good show. This was the third Sunday special feature of the new year. This is for January 17th, 2016. This is a shot from Simon Hill, aka Plastic_Snaps. And this one, I believe, hit 1,000 likes in the Facebook group and almost hit 1,000 on Instagram, just over 900. He utilized a cool technique here where he uses glass and lays down the figures and the diorama pieces and makes it look like everything is upright. He used real sand here, and it looks like the Scarlet Spider is punching through Sandman, and this got a lot of love. Again, a technique that's been around for a little while. I've seen it utilized by a lot of different people, but this translated really, really well and got a ton of love. So big shout out to him. We're looking at January 24th, 2016. This was the Instagram Sunday special, 4th of the month. This is from Derek Borecki, aka Legendary_Studios and then number 1 on Instagram. And this was a nice mesh of practical, tangible effects with the computer screen backdrop. And he did some amazing things here with the cereal and used tape to make it look like you know, it's all splashing up off of the spoon, and he's got the little miniature Ant-Man and Yellow Jacket that came with the MCU Marvel Legends Ant-Man figure, and a big spoon, and he's got the cereal and the milk, and just everything just looks really, really cool here. This was a nice, fun shot, something definitely outside of the box, and this got a ton of love, and this was just A.C.B.A at its finest right here. So big shout out to Derek. And I forgot to mention that last shot was a play on the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, if you're a little too young to know the reference, and that was Rick Moranis there in the computer screen. But this is the 5th Sunday special of the month. This was the last one for January 31st, 2016, by my man Alexis Lim from Singapore. His Instagram is FO.TR8R. So this was a nice nicely lit photo, and he utilized some chains here. I think it was like some costume jewelry or something like that, and the Tamashi flame effects and Marvel Legends Ghost Rider, and the look of this is just great. Just phenomenal lighting and framing and staging, and everything just looks really, really good here. Ghost Rider looking like he's being tormented. Great stuff. Here we go with the first Sunday special feature in February. This is February 7th, 2016. Photo by my man Seth, aka @BlackLantern, and that's all one word, but lantern is LANTRN. And this was great. Obviously, it's a play on a Deadpool movie. He's got a panel shot here. He's got Deadpool looking at this card or whatever it was in the movie. I actually forgot. And then he's jumping down, and he continued this photo, which I guess I'll show in the freestyle session of this segment. But he continued this photo with a couple of more panels, with another panel shot of Deadpool jumping down into the truck and everything. But this got a ton of love. Obviously, Deadpool was a very, very popular character across pop culture, social media, and this was just really nicely put together. Like I said, I'll show the rest, but shout out to Seth. This was the second Sunday special feature in February. This is February 14th, 2016. It fell right on Valentine's Day, and this is a shot from my man Brandon Deichler. I always fuck up his name, sorry. But my man B is at Posable Productions on Instagram, so POSABLE Productions on Instagram. This was a great shot here. Not much you could do with these DC collectible Batman and animated series figures, but he's got some great cutout work here. Nice things going in the background and foreground to layer it, and the cutout work here is just phenomenal with the hyenas and the Get 'em babies cut out, and everything just looks really, really clean. This got a lot of love. Shout out to my man B. This was a Sunday special for February 21st, 2016 by my man Justin Rick Cavazos, aka X Specials on Instagram. That's XPECIALZ on Instagram, and this got a ton of likes on Instagram. Well over 1,000. A lot of people really like this. I'm always amazed at the perspective shots with the Godzilla figures with the kaiju and how they make them look so much larger than life with the buildings, and everything here is obviously practical, it's tangible. How he did the smoke effect, I think he used like a plastic bag or something like that. I forget exactly what he said, but everything is tangible and everything just looks so nice here. Really, really great shot from my man Justin. Hope to see him doing his thing again soon. We're looking at February 28th, 2016. This is the last Sunday special for February, and this is another shot from my man Alexis Lim. He made Sunday special 2 times in 2 months. I forgot to mention his Instagram before, but it's at Plastic Wanderer, but it's spelled plastic is spelled how it should be spelled, and then it's WV as in victory NDRER. And this one got a lot of love in the group. Pretty simple shot, but just the lighting and the look of it is very Legend of Zelda-esque, and he's got the Figma link here, which is still one of the best Figma offerings ever, and everything just looks really, really clean and nice here. A lot of love in the group, a lot of love on Instagram, and shout out to Alexis. We're looking at the first Instagram Sunday special feature for March. This is March 6, 2016. This is by my man CJ, the 2014 A.C.B.A World Championship winner, or the world champ from 2014. And CJ just been going nuts in 2016 in general. I think he had said that he wanted to post a picture every single day in 2016, and 99% of the stuff that he's been posting has been phenomenal. This is no different. Everything here is tangible. Slowed down the shutter speed to capture a snowy day, and he's got the Groot and Rocket Raccoon just kind of walking along some snowy plain. Everything here is practical, tangible, and it looks great the way he captured this. Real true photography skills right here. Big shout out to CJ. Up next, March 13th, 2016. This is from my man Mike, aka Con Figure, and that's C0N Figure, all one word. Big shout out to my man Mike, been doing it for a long time. One of the original cats from the YouTube days, and this was actually his entry for the first round of the Photo Combat tournament. He ended up having the highest overall score in the first round, took home some prizes, right out the gate before the tournament even concludes. and this was nice. Some mini mates love here. Just really nicely framed. The action looks great, and he's got the cutouts and the impact cutout there, and he's got Casey Jones and Raphael going against some foot soldiers here. I think this was like an old toy he used as a diorama. Next, I'll be looking at a shot from Curtis Bazooka. I wonder if that's his real name or if it's a stage name, but he is the Bazooka Man on Instagram. That's all one word, the Bazooka Man. And this was a nice little play on sort of like a dream sequence or something. I think he was inspired by one of the Spider-Man video games, if I'm not mistaken. But he's got Venom there, and then a little miniature Spider-Man. Looks like one of those Spider-Man that would come in like a little gumball machine or something like that, and some Tamashi buildings in the foreground, and some things that looks like some custom-made buildings in the background. And this was just nicely done. It got a lot of love. It was a really interesting shot. Got a lot of love on the page, and almost 700 on Instagram. So big shout out to the Bazooka Man. And that last shot was actually the Sunday special for March 20th, 2016. This one here that you're looking at is from March 27th, 2016. And this is from my man Al Chang. This was the Sunday special on that date. And this was really nice. He's got his computer screen as a backdrop. This is sort of like a mashup of ideas here, sort of like a collage display with the computer screen that shows Tony Stark and another Iron Man armor. And then in the foreground, he's got some excellent cutout work here with the Extremis armor. Looks like it's going on to Tony Stark here. He's utilizing one of the heads that my man Dave Castle made that was being sold on the A.C.B.A shop, the billionaire philanthropist head cast. And this is just nicely lit, nicely put together. Really got a lot of love. Maybe over 600 or 700 in the group and over 600 on Instagram. And shout out to my man Al Chang. That's at Toy Soldier Photography. Sorry, I got cut off there. That was my man Al Chang. Toy Soldier Photography is spelled T-O-I Soldier Photography. This is actually a shot from Al that made it on our A.C.B.A 2016 calendar. So this was an exclusive shot. And then moving right along, Photo Combat was launched right at the end of February. This is a shot from my man Mike Wang, which was also part of the A.C.B.A 2016 calendar. If you haven't picked up one of those, we may actually have like 5 of them left on the web shop. It's a great collector's item, so check that out. Link will be in the underbar. And then moving right along into more Photo Combat stuff. Photo Combat is a tournament that we run every year, and it's a NCAA styled bracket competition, 128 competitors. This was one of the main shots that they used for the first round of the competition, which was a friendship themed round. That's a shot from my man Michael Whisman. Few shots from the competition. This is from French Toast, I believe. This is a shot from my man A.C.B.A Villarus, aka Prince Draco on Instagram. This is one of my favorites from the first round. That's from my man the DMC. And moving right along, we got a shot here from my man Av Vasti, which was nice, Beast and Wonder Man. And then we got Wolverine and Nightcrawler from my man Russell Fuller. And this was a really fun one here from my man Henry Beltran, aka Henry 715. You might want to pause it and read this. This was really funny from my man Raspberry Chainsaw. And then just showing some stuff here from February and March. That's my man CJ heating up with the DBZ shot, and then the G.I. Joe shot. And this is a shot from my man Shambowie, another exclusive shot from the 2016 calendar. Another shot here from my man Russell Fuller, showing you A.C.B.A encompasses everything here with those little miniature vehicles he used. Day Johnson right here with the Dragon Balls. And I believe this is from Alexis Lim, who we talked about a couple of times in this episode. This was really nice. And my man Flipnosis from his show Flipside. This was dope. And then as always, my man Michael Ansberg doing this thing with the wrestling shots. Always great. John Connor with his own custom diorama. And this is it, wrapping up here. I'm not even sure who this is from, but another great. As always, this is an open invitation for any and everyone to come join us in the A.C.B.A Facebook group, where you can hone your skills and become a better display artist, become better at toy photography, figure photography, A.C.B.A. and hopefully get your work featured here on A.C.B.A Saturday or on our Instagram or on our fan page, and just get real feedback in real time from real people. You know, it's a great environment to interact with other collectors. You learn a lot of tips and tricks and tactics, and it's just a great experience all around. So once again, come join us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Articulated Comic Book Art. We are rapidly approaching 20,000 followers on Instagram, so that is amazing. All right, y'all, till next month. Peace.
Minute Men Reviews.
What's up, you guys? Vendor Vast here for another review of the Marvel Legends Blizzard figure from the Hulkbuster wave. This is a pretty cool figure, no pun intended. It's pretty boring, there's not a lot to it. It has a lot of clean lines and nice paint work, if you would call it paint. The pearlescent white works really well for this figure since it's like more of an ice colder figure, and the blue works too, even has like the little marble effect. It was very nice. The head sculpt looks pretty cool. It's a standard Bucky Cat mold, so it's basic articulation. And the reason why I really like this figure, it's nice to have your balances between your Avengers villains, because not every day they're fighting Lokis and Ultrons and Thanoses. They need your average like street criminal like this. So I really like this figure. There's not a lot to it, but you need them if you want to have a good Masters of Evil collection. Like I said before, it's very cool to have some different villains instead of your more common like Thanos and Loki and Ultron. And the Ultron's in this photo. You can see Blizzard over here with some other Masters of Evil people. It'd be cool if we like got some X-Men villains like this, or Fantastic Four, almost like how they did for Spider-Man, they're doing for Avengers. So it'd be cool if we like got that for different teams and stuff, your Rogues Gallery.
What's going on, toy addicts? Today we will be taking a look at the Play Arts Kai Spartan Batman from the Timeless Collection by Square Enix. The figure features an arsenal of weaponry consisting of a shield, 4 throwing daggers, a sword, and an enormous battle spear. 2 of Batman's daggers can be sheathed side by side in the inner housing of the shield, and the second pair on the right side of the belt. The sword can also be stowed away inside a sheath located on the left side of the waist. An endless amount of dynamic positions can be achieved due to the abundance of high-quality articulated joints located throughout the body and cape. With its intricately detailed design and meticulously applied paint apps, this one-of-a-kind Batman action figure is a jaw-dropping interpretation of what the Dark Knight may have looked like during the Spartan era.
Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Henry, and I'm coming at you with a quick 1-minute review. And this review is on my custom Spider-Man webbings, as you can see. And the set comes in a set of 4 with 4 different sizes. The long one being around 10 inches, and then the second one it's about 8 inches, and the third one about 7.5 or so, and the small one, this one's about 4.5 inches, around there. Since these are custom made, the sizes do vary, but I try to stay between those sizes. Like I said, you get one long one about 10 inches, and then the second one, and then the third one, and then this 4th one. And these are very flexible, very flexible. As you can see, you could do whatever you want with them, and then you could easily pull them back and they come back the way they were. And these are painted black and white. You can see there's a little bit of black wash in there, a little bit of detail. Then it has a little tip right here that you can see, but there is no paint rubbing, no paint chipping, and very durable. Maybe about a year, I have never had any of them break on me. So yeah, here's my quick review. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. And if anyone's interested in purchasing any of these items, the spiderwebs or dials or anything else, you guys can go ahead and check out my YouTube channel at Henry715, or follow me on Instagram under the same name. Alright guys, talk to you guys soon. Peace.
Here we are with Matt from the Lost Toys. we've even got one of our very own Bob the Odd Dios set up here.
That's crispy.
Hey there, A.C.B.A community, Rectangular here, bringing you some clips of full-length interviews that I conducted down in Florida this past fall of 2015. I was able to hang out with a bunch of the guys from the A.C.B.A community down there. Was lucky enough to meet Slings a Web, Marvelous Nick Toys 117, Michael Sanchez, and Kirby Pags. We had a really good time going on toy hunts, eating food, and hanging out. Slings put me in front of the camera for once and interviewed me, so look forward to the full-length interviews from these sessions on my channel, Rectangular with a K. And with that, let's get started.
Pretty much had. I'd love to see an SH Figuarts Boba Fett. I know that's gonna happen though. Every character I love, there's a figure of. But if I could choose one obscure character that I think would be you could do crazy shots with and would be really fun to have, would be a Mezco 112 series Inspector Gadget. He would come with tons of stuff. There would be so many possibilities to do with him. I think it'd be cool.
I'd love to see an SH Figuarts Spider-Man figure. Just a comic accurate Spider-Man figure with an interchangeable Peter Parker head, some webbing, some hands, that would be it for me right there.
I love Figuarts, great company.
I love them. They're just, pure figures. They're smooth, and it's just, I love the articulation.
Good quality control too.
Yeah, that would be my figure right there. The Mayfex Spider-Man is got tons of accessories and stuff, but There's something about that figure that's just off. And it's a movie figure. I want a comic accurate figure.
RoboCop 2 was the first movie that I went to that I didn't watch any trailers for. And ever since then, I avoid trailers. If I think I'm gonna like the movie or want to see the movie, I don't watch the trailers at all. I try to stay. It's hard because there's so many people on Facebook who want to spoil everything. So that sucks. But as far as like YouTube, trailers on the internet or on TV or in the movie theater, I'm like a total dork, and I have my eyes closed. Sometimes I cover my ears. I don't want to hear the dialogue. But a RoboCane was so badass when you went into the movie and you didn't know, you just knew RoboCop was in it. You didn't know who the villain was going to be, and you saw RoboCane for the first time mowing people down in the streets with huge machine guns, on his shoulder and on his arms, and just killing cops like they were, just paper heroes. It was amazing. That's one of the highlights of my childhood / teenage years was that. So, and there is a 1/12 scale figure that this company did. They made actual replicas from the prototypes that they used in the movie, from the actual maquettes, but they cost like $1,300 something like that. So yeah, I would love to have one of those, but if like Figuarts made one, then I would be all in. Alright, thanks for watching this installment, and make sure to check back for future interview questions I will be posting here, and the full-length interviews that I will be posting on my channel, Rectangular with a K. Alright, talk to you guys later.
My workspace. Just tidy up a little bit, but it's still kind of messy. I got my figures here, stands, props, some figures. Effects, buildings, Dio. Damn, it's take away a lot of space. Jojo. And use this as my workspace now. It's really a box on top of a chair and surfing board on top of it. I used to use this desk, but it's getting too small. Yeah, but you also use the floor. Whatever, I don't want to be tied into one space. I want to be able to use the whole room for anything that I want. That's it. All props. This is my space to build them shit. Odio, random, and my display shelf.
All right, y'all, I don't have a lot of time, so this is Mike Kennedy, aka @big_frame on Instagram. I'm a rookie in this A.C.B.A thing. Shout out to everybody, Boog, you know. Just gonna start showing some of my stuff here. This is just like my effects that I got stashed here. I don't really have a place for them right now, so I set them over here with my other stuff. We're gonna cut around my comic shelf here with my Medicom figures, my Hush Superman and Dark Knight Returns Batman. Got my Marvel movie shelf / villain shelf with that Ultron, custom Ultron front and center. Up top I got my DC Universe, the 3 3/4, my Batmobile from Batman Returns, my Marvel Universe, my Japanese shelf, couple imports there, just some miscellaneous joints from my childhood, you know, and we cut over. Got another shelf where the rest of my Marvel Legends are. A couple of customs mixed in with some regulars. I actually have more, but that's all that's on the shelf right now. Got DC here, my DC shelf. I need to get back into that. A couple more shelves. Let you get a quick peek at that. That Terminator versus RoboCop. My little throwback shelf. My movies. This is pretty much all my A.C.B.A stuff. Cutouts and stands, weapons, Build-A-Figures, miscellaneous things. My Hollow Armor Iron Man collection. Here's some more Legends. And then this is actually where I customize and do all my A.C.B.A shots. Right now it's in custom mode, as you can see. That's just kind of it. So forgive the room, it's a little messy, but this is my video. I know it's probably a little over 2 minutes, but it's kind of hard getting all this stuff in just 2 minutes. So holla at me. Follow me on Instagram.
Hey guys, this is Steven Negron over here, and we're going to be doing a quick little collection tour of my room. Over here, we're going to start off with my Marvel Legends, which is what I mainly collect. I have some movie figures here with a couple Guardians of the Galaxy comic figures. I have my comic book Avengers collection up here. I have the Wasp. All right here, I have Thunderbolts, Dark Avengers, and Masters of Evil. And then over here we have my Spider-Man Marvel Legends shelf, which is my favorite shelf. Over here we have a little Sinister Six going on. And we have a kind of like Spider-Verse going on. I have this custom Spider-Punk, thanks to B's Custom, shout out to him. McFarlane Spidey, Spider-Hulk, best Venom figure. And that Taskmaster figure is great. Green Goblin over here. I have Transformers up here. I have Bayformer Dinobots, which actually I'm a real big fan of. And then I have some dinosaurs, dragons, etc. up there. I have a small little SH Figuarts collection just started. Some DC Icon figures, NECA Kratos back there, NECA Godzilla, Build-A-Figure Galactus. Here's a little Thanos collection that I have. And I have a little Smash Brothers display. There's the DC Mattel Superman from Dark Knight Returns, really great figure. Over here I have some Pokemon figures, and then over here I have Hulk and Disney Infinity. I have the Hulkbuster figure, Titan up there. Star Wars collection right here, not too big, not too big. Over here I have some miscellaneous figures, etc. And then over here is where I have my action figure accessories and everything. Also in these two boxes, I keep dioramas there and there. And then I have my construction paper back there for my figure photography. And I use this really cool daylight bulb that I got from Ace Hardware for 12 bucks. Really bright, really great. And I keep, I do all my displays here. I have set up the construction paper and dioramas and take my pictures here. There's a whole bunch of lighting I have stored away right now. But this is my small, little not too huge collection tour. And on to the next guy. Or if I'm last, then hope you guys enjoy this.
What up everyone, this is Tom Bud, inviting you inside my crib, showing you about 10% of my collection. This is my display room. First I'm going to show you the top part here, almost to the ceiling there. These are all minnow cards, never been opened. As you can see, I like a lot of Transformers. I do collect Marvel Legends, DC, and other line of figures. I am in the process of rearranging my display shelves. So that's my dog. So it looks a little bare right now, but I do have most of my things inside containers, action figures inside containers that needs to be cleaned up and displayed. More Transformers here. Transformers, third party. More Transformers there. Yep, here's some that are inside containers that need to be posed and displayed. More containers, Build-A-Figures that need to be all put up. I've got 2 of the Fing Fang Fooms that's completed and need to be displayed. I've got 3 of the Apocalypse. One of them is a European version, the other 2 is a regular one. Some more unopened action figures are still inside box. Needs to be open and posed. Figma tank, 1/12 scale, Batman, animated series, Batmobile, wrestling figures. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. This is Tom Bud showing you a little bit of my collection. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm from Cali, so A.C.B.A. reppin' over here in Cali.
up? What up? This is Al Chang. These are my little display setup. It's not much. I only got one detolf, unlike some of you guys. Some of y'all got like 4 or 5 detolfs, looking like a toy shop inside your house. But yeah, I don't really take care of my detolf anymore. After I started doing actual displays and all this A.C.B.A stuff, I just it's literally like a spot where I can just grab some figures quickly so I can start displaying. But here it is. It's got some random stuff on top. My custom Luke Cage. Batman. Got hooked up on Michael Whisman. Still haven't even gotten it out of the box. I'm usually grabbing stuff out of this area the most. This is somewhat of a setup. Use the bottom for storage. Got my little cabinet. Take out over here. My work table. Dio. Gotta get you one of these if you're gonna make cutouts. You can have a bunch of cuts in your table. Got my Black Series. All my stuff. I think this is a bunch of props. Some more diodes. Not as much as some of y'all, but I do build a dio when I try to make things look new. Got these 2 boxes. All bagged up, waiting to be displayed. But that's about it. That's my quick little rundown. Alright. Peace and love, A.C.B.A fam. Peace.
Hey, what up? This is Daniel Baraja Sr., Wylun Customs, and here's my little collection, what I got set up right now. First off, my main X-Men group. A lot of customs. Still a lot of holes need to be filled. X-Factor, Excalibur, X-Force. Look for me in the IG and Instagram or Facebook. Young X-Men, Generation X, and some affiliates. Brotherhood, X-Villains, a lot of customs. Associates, Kazar. Then we go next to my Avengers. Custom Black Panther, Luke Cage, Custom Hulk. Love that piece of Spidey. Hail Hydra, Thunderbolts, Dark Avengers, Masters, Serpent Society, Wrecking Crew, Ultron, Spidey Villains, yeah. Over here I got my workbench, working on a dio, need to be done with it already. Little work area, couple whips. Over here is where I have all my ideas. You know, if I don't finish one, I'll start another one later. Pretty much this whole thing is all filled with bags of projects. Over here I got accessories. I got the heads, arms and hands, feet,
blasters, whatever else. My son made me this Zabu because I made Kazar, and 2 days later he told me I didn't have to buy a tiger toy because he made me this. So shout out to him. I love that, love him. But that's it. Like I said, limited space. I still got a lot more Predators and Green Lanterns. I'll get that up later. Here's a big X-Men nut. Got it, my boys' Legos. Alright, that's it. Peace.
What's up, A.C.B.A. fam? Adam Smith here. Just wanted to give you a little shot of the room. Try to keep a few things in the detail. Wolverine, my boy. Just some stuff that is usually out. Don't feel like putting it away. But I really want to show you guys what I do with my cutouts. I'm a visual person, so you know I like to see them. Sometimes it gives me ideas. Couple more things here, a little dusty, but let's just zoom in on that there. X-Men. Most of my displays go on right here. Don't want to really show you what's going on. Tournament going on. But if you come over here, you see there's the monitor I use. Got a second display over here, so don't really want to show you that either. Sorry. And just the grind, man. Sorry it's not clean, but let's keep it real. What's up, guys? Give me a little quick tour of the room. This is where I keep my cutouts. Like to see them all in one place. Get ideas. A lot of them are missing or moved around. Detail top shelf, I just keep stuff that's kind of current that I was just messing with usually. This will change around. I'm a Wolverine fan. I don't know if you know, but it's a little Wolverine. It's a little something. This is just oversized stuff, nothing really special, but I keep all my customs down here that I've made. So, you know, I had them all displayed separately, but hey, stuff them all together. As far as displays go, this is velvet, black velvet. Under that, I got some red, so you know that really absorbs the light, so I don't have to worry about that. I got my lights over top. More lights. I don't want to show you what's actually on the table, but I can show you the lights. Some more cutouts, props and stuff. More lights. This is some artwork I did. Keep my diodes in the closet, and then I've got my monitor. It's a pretty big TV, so I can do a lot of work with it. Alright, fam. Adam Smith signing out.
Hey, what's up, guys? Jake Leggett here. JLeggett_figures on Instagram. Just doing a quick run through of the collection and my table / setup display, prop organization and such. So here's my table where I do all my stuff. Right now I've got 4 lamps, and then whenever I do construction paper I use 2 on the paper, and then 2 for the setup. And I also have this little thing that I'll use to like light the front or like under the face, whatever is needed. And usually I have a cover on here of like wax paper or paper towels, whatever. I just took it off for some reason. Actually, no, it's a new one. And then I've got the construction paper back here. Some cutouts I'm working on. Then I like to keep everything close so I can, you know, everything's in reach from the table. So in here I've got heads, hands, just random like little props like the Ant-Mans, the bottles, little gun effects, and weapons, and then finger lights, rarely use weapons, and then here's stuff like absorbing man arms, other heads, some pallets, TVs. And there's my cutouts, some other random props, and then the big ones, I've got the bigger stuff like the dumpsters, or some bad pieces, Thor's effect, you know, desks, chairs, little safe, stuff like that. In the second drawer, I've got all my Tamashii effects, some extra figures, little pieces, and then in the third is all like my Dio stuff, my paints, all my super glue, X-Acto knife blades, Sharpies, all that stuff's in there, some brushes, magnets, some sand, all that important stuff. And then as far as the collection goes, it's nothing crazy. Well, actually, I got out of the hobby for a minute, and I've been back in for, I think I'm right around 45 days, somewhere around there. I bought everything in, or my first thing in last week of February, so it was the new cap wave, and that got here the first week of March. So this is all March, which was a little crazy. You got like Avengers, New Avengers, Mighty Avengers. This is kind of random street villains, Spidey related stuff, Daredevil, whatnot. Some Hydra, Masters of Evil, and then this is kind of random stuff. My comics I never got rid of, but everything else I did. So this is all new stuff. And there's the Guardian of the figure room. Oh, one more thing. Here's where I keep all my cutouts for now. I'm trying to get a scrapbook to keep those in, and then just dios, pieces, foam I'm about to start with, and just that kind of stuff. So you guys, nothing crazy, just as where all the stuff happens.
Hey A.C.B.A. fam, Jonathan here. I want to give you guys a quick shot at the majority of my modest action figure collection. Since joining the A.C.B.A. community a few months ago, I've been trying to grow the collection as much as life means and my missus will allow. I gotta say that the A.C.B.A. community is a great place, man. I really enjoy it. I enjoy the podcasts, I enjoy the videos and the shots that you guys put up. It's impressive. Definitely makes a person excited about being a collector. There's no doubt about it. Keep up the great work, keep collecting, take care of yourselves.
What's going on, A.C.B.A.? Casey Porter, also known as Irish Blood 4800, coming to you from sunny Scottsdale, Arizona. Just going to show you a quick look at my displays. I display on my TV because I never have enough room. Spawn, DC and other things up there. Got Ares, Hellboy, Judge Dredd, 3A, Custom Wild Dog and Deadpool, Snatch Custom, more soldiers, and our boy Bruce. Thanks a lot.
Hey, what's up fam? Just want to take you through a quick tour of my toys. This is basically my living room where I display most of my stuff. A few hot toys I have, some 3A, more 3A, movie figs, DC, Marvel villains, Iron Man and Spider-Man, Fallout corner, Ghostbusters corner, and over here we have Iron Man helmet, have to set these up again, the anime and the games. Now let me take you to where I take my shots. It's in a separate room. My little studio, if you will. This is like the workbench, all the props. I saw Pancho store these accessories in little boxes like this. They're really handy. So thanks for the tip on that. Very cool. Smaller props in this box over here. This is where I take my shots. Just playing around with the Dragon Ball Z fix. They all fell down. My light setup, so I usually take my pics in this light tent. It's one of came from Amazon with 2 lights on the side and an overhead light. Got some more figures over here, a box with a lot of stuff. A little bit of Lego I have. And some Marvel selects down there. I store my bigger props in these plastic boxes. When you collect a while, you start to collect a lot of props. So yeah, this is basically where I take most of my shots. I usually keep my scenes small so they fit in the light tent. And yeah, that's how I work. Peace.
What's going on, A.C.B.A. fam? Corey here, Instagram Goobly Guy. Showing you around the room here real quick. It is a chaotic mess, but hey, might as well show you the real deal. I've been collecting for about 13 adult years here. Loving toys since I was a kid, obviously. There's my little work area. Could be better, could be worse. Still plugging away. You probably see that I've got a bunch of packages. Some that, yes, gotta open them shite. Some I'm actually getting rid of. Trying to get rid of more of the non-articulated stuff. Spawn, DC, keeping my Marvel, keeping my Star Wars. Yeah, this collection has thinned out big time, but it's still pretty impressive. Hope you guys dig it. We even go into the bathroom. Gotta have fun with this stuff, right? Anywho, guys, that's her. Peace out.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Pancheezey here, coming at you real quick with a little bit of a unorthodox true run. Now, for those of you who don't know, true runs are generally reserved for trues, obviously. But I sure as hell didn't go to true run. That's so stupid. But today I'm gonna go ahead and switch it up a little bit. I actually hit up this local toy con here in Columbia, South Carolina, baby. Woo! So I picked up, obviously, some pretty dope shit. So let's go ahead and take a look at what I picked up at the toy show. So stupid. So let's go ahead and get things popping right off the bat. I went ahead and picked up Iron Fist and Luke Cage. Dude was selling them for like $5 each and I didn't have them, so I figured, why not? Next up, I picked up this Ghost Rider. I didn't have him, and yeah, that's why I bought him, obviously. And lastly, from that same booth, I got a Strange. I got me some Strange. Psych. I got a Doctor Strange, and I got a Falcon figure. Jesus Christ. Next up, shout out to John Connor. I always see him mess with this figure, and I've been wanting it for such a long time, just based on his work alone. I saw this lady selling these dudes for $5 each, so I went and jumped on it with the quickness, son, baby. Woo! So moving right along, I went and picked up this boxed Bullseye right here, pretty tight. The dude had this guy and the variant. I went ahead and went with obviously this guy, or maybe this guy's the variant. Who knows? I don't really know. Next up, I went and picked up this Spider-Man set right here. I see a lot of people messing with this Spider-Man set solely because of the props he comes with, man. Look at this. Look at this traffic light. It's immaculate. And then it comes with like a little newsstand too. Unbelievable. Really tight. And then, you know, obviously I couldn't have one without the other, son. I went and picked up this crazy looking Doc Ock right here. Apparently it features 30 points of articulation. So I went and picked him up. The only weird thing about him is he has this little switch or something in his back, but you know, I'm not going to be taking pictures of his back, so it doesn't really matter to me. So surprisingly, at this little toy show, there was a bunch of like vintage toy car collectors there. It was really weird. There's this guy that had just like this huge booth, and at the bottom of his booth he had like all these old beat up cars, I guess basically for parts or for fodder, I guess. And he was selling them at like 10 bucks a pop, but I went ahead and I was like, yo, what's the best you can do, son? These are all broken, man. I'm risking tetanus searching through these things. So he went ahead and cut me a deal, and I got a whole bunch of old, really gross cars that scale relatively well with 6-inch figures, as well as a complete car that I think scales really well with 6-inch figures, and then a police car it's pretty much the exact same thing, I want to say. Someone said that this could be Dick Tracy vehicles, and if so, yo, that's dope as shit. Speaking of this stuff right here, I went ahead at the same booth and I got these guys right here, which are little old like gas pump things, and they're really, really tight. They scale okay with 1/12 scale figures, and what's cool about these is I was actually into these things before I started fucking with figures, so it was really cool to go ahead and see these at the show. And actually, coincidentally, right next to these are these dudes right here. Now, these guys are from Mezco, and I've never seen them before. If you could tell me which line they're from, that'd be super tight. But I went in and saw these guys, and for the price they were at, they were mad cheap. They were just in some weird bin, and you know, you can never have too many goons, son, let me tell you. You know, goon squad, this and that, whatever, I don't know the term, but you can never have too many goons, and I was really excited to go and scoop these dudes up. Something else really cool to talk about is I went ahead and I got this Man Spider figure. I've been looking for this Man Spider figure for literally forever. I used to have that really old, gross one, like that super small, like 4-inch one, but I've had my eye on this one for a long time. I don't even know what that means, but had my eye on this one. But I've had my eye on this one for a while, and I'm really glad to have found him, but it doesn't stop there. The Spider Train doesn't stop there, baby. Next up, woo! Picked up, Spider-Man right here, dude. Yo, if you are fucking with this right here, let me tell you, you're A-okay in my book, son. Like, this is really awesome. This is the Japanese Spider-Man. He had like that show in the 60s, and he recently showed up in the Spider-Verse comics, and it was really, really crazy that I saw this figure just hanging out at this toy show. And even though it's not like the coolest figure I picked up at the toy show compared to the others, it's definitely one of my favorites that I picked up at the show. And yo, talking about figures I picked up at the show that are my favorites, I saved the best for last, son. Oh baby, look at these. Yo, son, these are nuts. These are custom painted figures. I got the Black Widow right here, followed by Han Solo, looking Stacey right here, son, and then last but certainly not least, Nick Fury, looking I don't know, furious? I don't know. But these are really, really cool. These are just painted by just some really nice woman. And she just is amazing. Like, these look phenomenal. I don't really mess with like custom painted figures at all. And these are like my first foray into custom painted figures. But these are just really, really, really nice. And she was such a nice lady, and she told me about the process of painting these. She used like pastel paints and stuff like that. I could have sworn these were airbrushed, but she said she didn't use airbrushes. So there's really, really nice pieces, and I can't wait to go ahead and shoot them, like, you know, straight up. Like, I've done a couple of like throwaway shots with these, but I'd really like to go and make these look even more beautiful as they look in real life, and hopefully I can capture that. But yo, these are my favorite pieces from the toy show when it comes to just like overall price, quality, just everything. She had a whole bunch of other figures at her booth. She had like the whole Guardians of the Galaxy. She had Spider-Man, a couple other dudes, and it's really nice, and I just really, really love these figures. But before I go ahead and I forget, I actually did stop by a True while I was there, and I picked up these guys right here. These are from the Heroes of the Storm line, Blizzard figures right here. I keep on forgetting what this guy's name is from Diablo 3. Shit. Oh my god. But of course you got your boy, the Lich King right here, Arthas' son, for those of you who are unaware. These figures are really, really tight. They don't have a bunch of range, but You know, for what they are, they look really, really cool. I picked up 2 Arthusi, I don't know. But I picked up 2 of those because I figure I could use them for like guards or something. For those of you who don't really fuck heavy with World of Warcraft or anything like that, or Warcraft in general, I feel like I could get away with that. But these are really cool. And then next up, I picked up, oh, where are you? Jesus. Right here, baby. I picked up the I picked up Kevin at the toy show, because I can't find a Kevin to save my life in my local area. So I picked up this Kevin at the toy show, and then I picked up this Marv and Harry at the Toys R Us, at the True in Columbia. So I guess I did do a little bit of a True run in the traditional sense. In the end, I actually did go to a True. So yo, hope you guys enjoyed the episode, man. It's a labor of love. I really hope you guys enjoyed all the stuff. And if you're in the community of A.C.B.A, don't feel shy. Reach out to an admin and see what's up. See if you can get your clips featured in A.C.B.A Saturdays. And yo, you just might end up in the next episode. We're always looking for cool clips, and if you think you got something to say and you think people want to hear it, don't feel shy, son. Don't hesitate. And we'll catch you guys in next month's episode of A.C.B.A Saturdays, baby. Woo!